Hi guys. Hopefully it's working. I'll check in a sec. I'm kind of busy. But that's working. How about that? That's working too. Everything's working just fine. Where isn't this guy once? I think. Hi guys. I'm in the middle of a little something. Okay. Haven't done this fight for a while. Aha! Successful that time. This was going just as I was about to start. I saw that it was going on, so I decided, well, go in and finish off 2 metas in 2 days. Like that.
It's what she likes to work on for fun.
And so I did.
It's been a tough year. Those sparks, what do you think they are?
Rare and
I'm
valuable.
not sure, but they seem to be drawn to the jade. The mechs, the batteries, all of it.
All
Right,
kinds
Meg's
of
full of
goodies.
the stuff
Look
now.
at that.
If that's really the case.
And I've got 3 out of 7 done here of the
If they ever come back.
Ascended weapon collection.
Well, we'll tackle that when the time comes.
See, that's
Sounds
for
like you got a lot of work to do.
Cunning
You got a lot
City.
of panicked citizens out there.
That was for
officer.
getting
Call
the
me
elite
Mizuki.
spec. I didn't get
Mizuki.
the one, if there is one, for
I guess I
the
jumped the gun on my last introduction. I'm Yao.
Rare
We're a
and
local
valuable.
The
Lucid
Saitang.
Gender engineer. Give me a ring if you need a hand catching bad guys.
meta.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't need one for that
Will do,
particular achieve. Almost filled up an entire bag with goodies. Oh my god. Good evening to whomever has joined me. So, here we are again. Back again. Got here just in time. On my Jade bot. Oh, the research kits. Yeah, thank you. Whoops! So that went cool. Well timed on my account. I did none of the pre-events, saw that that was going on. Decided, hey, I should probably go and, you know, get in on the fun. Your definition of fun may vary. Alright, that's got to go into the bank. I have 2 of these now, one for each of the. Yeah, I have 2 of them now. That can throw away. Give me a sec to go through all of my fat loot. Which is, to be fair, just sort of fat-ish loot. I'd actually want to hold on to these two. I'm going to make myself a mystic salvage kit at some point. That'll get sold. Consume those.
Now
Let's
this
see,
is a
gearbox.
find.
That's cool. How much does Hayate sell on that? Not that much. Okay. Move this down here as well. Hero's Choicey chest. Let's see. Probably the amalgamated gemstone, I think. Yeah. Throw that away. We got
Quite a reward.
a couple more bounties. Ooh, fish, guys. Fish. Throw that away. Throw that away. Oh my god. And, throw that away. Alright. We need to talk to who?
Optical is down, the rest of us are next. Any job a mech can do faster, gone. Junlai Jade keeps it up, we're gonna be looking
And here's Engineer Who. As in Horton Hearsa. Thank you for stopping by. I've got a problem that I'm hoping you might be able to help me solve. Likewise, Yao sent me. I need a passcode to get into the power plant. Yao sent you? Well, if you want my passcode, you'll need to help me with my problem. My passcode isn't on this console. I hear a butt coming because he has butt face. Oh, I think this is the one where, because I'm an engineer, I can actually skip the fight. Fellow engineer, by all means, examine. I should investigate what's wrong. Faint scent of burnt wire. Remove the panel. Replace the 12-pin ether conversion cable and initiate a reboot sequence. Okay, you know, it would be nice as if you actually told me that was coming. At the bottom, it's the hot bar. Yep, you don't actually have to fight it if you're actually an engineer. That's a nice little fillip. Nice little touch. And here's the
Done
passcode.
and done.
Done,
Anything else,
done
Yao?
and done.
Should be able to walk right on in. If anyone gives you trouble, just tell them who gave you the go-ahead.
Who?
The main entrance is across the canal from Ministry headquarters. Hard to miss. You'll be free to talk shit about anyone you'd like in no time.
Oh,
We've got another...
Yao?
My?
Sorry, sorry if I did anything to... You're an amazing engineer. Self-taught, right? I can't even comprehend how you could pull that off.
I am, yes.
If June saw anything in me, she probably thinks the world of you. Just bad at saying it.
Apology acknowledged.
Not accepted, but
Just a
acknowledged.
friendly reminder that this is still an open frequency.
I know!
See, there was, it's coming up here for another master.
Zunlai Jade.
Zunlai Jade.
With June Line Jade's amazing new zipline technology, nothing is
Alright, where is it exactly?
Grab my manager and file your complaint. Oh, wait, that's me. Complaint humbly ignored.
And up above is something, some part of my current quest, but it's not listed as to what it might be, so I don't know if it's like an artifact or what the deal is. It's still above. I already took care of all of those. I got rid of all of those. Those are done.
What was your manager's name?
Perhaps a change of map will fix that. It did. Yay. Now, we can get on with our attempt to reach the aforementioned mastery.
There was some foreign entity in the system. I can't seem to pull up a status report. Everything's completely fried. Whatever it was, I hope that was the last of it.
Spoiler, that wasn't the last of it. We just fought the last of it. Also, there's a POI here I can grab, but I'm mostly here for that. Mastery point. It's below me, which is good. Would you not? Oh, that was poorly executed on my part. How about I try again? This is going to take me further, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's like playing in an arcade game. Not quite there. Oh, come on. I will not let it defeat me. Victory is mine. It's a small and really insignificant victory, but hey, you know, you take what you can get. It is on level with me, so presumably it's over there. I think a glide to there is called for. It is above me now. Alright, well. Why not? Right mount. And again, I'm bashing my head. It's not going to work. No. Over here, I think. Yeah, we should be clear there. Good. Again, wrong mount, right mount. Uh-huh. Okay, that'll work. I'm going to commune with this place of power. Yay, mastery point. We're getting close to our first Jadebot mastery point cash-in. Gliding. Multi-charge will be nice. J-Tech waypoint occasionally handy. Energy efficiency, very nice. Rescue protocol, very nice. All right. Next up, enter the Junlai power plant. It's down there. Where I just was. Fighting the great big golem monster. Which wasn't a problem with me, because I am a Golemancer. And as we all know, a Golemancer is the correct response to a golem question. That's the event over here, the Elate Jade Bulwark. I don't see any good reason why not to take it on. I'm here, it's there.
I'm 6 feet tall!
You have been deputized. Aid me, and we will destroy their criminal scum. Your villain is going to end here. Please surrender.
Invigorating!
Hotter than torment.
Nice. Event completion. Did we actually reach it? We did. Give me a point. Ta-da! Gliding booster. Dum-ba-ba-da. Next up, multi-charge. We've got an event. Or, I mean, that storyline. There's a small skip
This facility's under lockdown. I'll
in
have
this
to ask you to...
story.
What's
It
she
skips one of the
doing
more
here?
annoying parts.
Why wouldn't I be?
Kind of a
I
cheat.
just assumed you'd be busy cavorting
Kind of a
with your
cheater.
gang of vicious sky pirates.
Wow, that got around fast.
It's called Hollow News. Travels at the speed of light.
Okay, look.
Well, that
we
would be
actually
fast.
have permission to be here. Engineer Who should have already sent word.
Is that so? Huh. So it is. We'll be keeping an eye on you, rest assured.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Junlai power
It's
plant.
nice to know that people.
All right,
people
let's
care.
take a look around. Remember, it's not just sabotage we're looking for.
I
What
thought
else
that's
is it we're
exactly what
looking
we
for?
were
I
looking
don't
for.
know.
Commander's right. Whatever happened to Yao's bots by the docks, it wasn't sabotage.
I think it might have something to do with Detective Rama and his big dumb hat. You hear that, Rama? I just accused your hat of high treason. What do you have to say about that? It worked. Commander, I am pleased to say I have officially encrypted our comms network. Next on my list, boosting our signal range to continental Tyria.
Glad to hear it. So do you really know why J-Tech is turning on everyone? Or were you just testing the
I
comms?
think it still wants me to be
Only
down here.
theories, but there's one thing they all have in common. Their power source.
We'll head up to the control room. See what we can dig up.
That down there. Let's head to the control. Up here? This is where I came in. No, okay, so this is... The map usage is not very precise, let's just say. And it can be confusing and even annoying or frustrating. Exasperating. They don't always do a good job of telling you where you're supposed to go, or what you're supposed to do.
The Junlai distribution network. Jade comes in from the east, gets charged up, then ends up here.
Where's it getting charged? If there's an issue with the power source, that's where we should start.
June is awfully cagey about that step. Keeps bringing up proprietary Junlai technology. Ugh, very dissatisfying.
Still, if this is the next step in the chain, there might be something useful here.
Look around. There must be some sort of scanning device the staff use to get energy readings.
Hey, it's a tricorder. Oh, another journal. There's like 4 of those you need to find.
Found one. Looks like it's tuned to the Jade batteries.
We use those for quality control, yeah. Should get us all the readings we'll need.
Already got one, you know? Another group of Jade batteries downstairs. So tomorrow, I'll start streaming probably about 3 p.m. Pacific, a couple hours early, with the release of Dragon Flight. Wow.
Readings coming in now. We'll need a few different sets before I can run any tests. The power cell structure, though, how the energy's managed, alchemy. It is staggeringly brilliant.
Yeah, she is.
Next up is over there. Can I make that jump? I can. Can I make that jump? I can.
Okay. Everything's
Ribbit
coming in
completed.
loud and, well, not
Scan
loud,
without
but
touching the water.
definitely clear. Wait, what? What is... I don't...
Well,
hang
now
on.
they
I
put
need
that-
to check... I need
The
to...
dare out
hang
there
on.
that I have to get all the way
Timing.
across without touching
We're
the
all
water.
standing here.
Whoop, that was it. That was
Sorry,
a mistake.
I need
I'm-
you to
it
do
was
one
a
more
mistake.
scan for me.
Mistake.
Just to make sure.
Hi there.
Make sure
And welcome.
what?
I can't
Hope your
tell you
Sunday
until I know
evening's
for
going
certain because my hypothesis
Fabulously well.
is frankly outrageous. It's entirely possible I'm wrong.
Are you?
No, not a chance.
We'll get you that scan as soon as possible.
And use the scanner to scan
Hi.
one last group of...
Tiny, right?
Okay, now here's the cheat.
Yeah?
Is June around? There's something I need to say to her.
Oh, well, she's actually pretty busy right now. I could pass along a message.
No, that's okay. Thanks.
Let's see, where I want to get is right there. I don't think this elevator takes me back up again. It does, okay. Yes, so... rather than fight my way through a whole bunch of stuff, there's a cheat. Where you jump and glide over to this pipe, you can scan from there. I think. Favorite game ever? Oh, dear, I lost my scanner. That's unfortunate. I played Nintendo 60... no. SNES. The Super Nintendo's the only Nintendo I ever had. Favorite game ever? Boy, that is essentially an impossible one for me to answer. I mean, I know how many hours I've spent in Guild Wars 2 or Lord of the Rings Online or WoW, and the answer is about 4,000, 5,500, 6,000 for those 3 games. I don't know what games I know which games have made me the most obsessed. Star Wars Galaxies got me pretty close to obsessed.
Okay, well, this'll probably take a little longer now.
Timey, power just went out here. Scans are on hold until we can get it back up.
Poor Spike.
Seen
a lot of these
my
lately.
first computer
You'll need to
was an
find the
Apple
junction
II
boxes
Plus
and reset
around
them manually.
1980.
Easy enough. We'll just... Jade Sparks!
And so
At
I
least
played
this time there aren't
endless
any
amounts
mechs
of
nearby
time
for them to possess.
on Apple II games. Forever. Playing computer games has been my primary hobby, so to speak, for more than 40 years. So trying to pick out a single one is just about impossible.
My. You wanted
Also,
to
I don't
speak
have
with
as much
June.
energy to devote to the
That
games
was
as I
nothing.
used to.
Let me
So,
guess.
used to be maybe
You wanna
I'd
tell her how
spend
sorry you are.
12,
How
14
you
hours
screwed up.
a day, in
And
a
that you'll do
day,
anything
playing
to
a
make
game
it
I
up
was
to
really
her?
into.
Wow.
Now,
Detective
I can't
Delacroix's
quite
famous
manage that
powers of
much.
deduction. Truth is, I don't know if I can make it up to June. She's not the forgiving type.
Let me reset that. Orange, okay. Orange. Orange. Blue. Orange, blue. Orange, blue. Yellow. Orange, blue, yellow. Orange, blue, yellow, yellow. Orange, blue, yellow, yellow. Are we done yet? Evidently we are. We have more fighties. I think we have more fighties. No, I'm just extremely experienced. In the past, I would say I was a master. When I was younger, I was really good at playing games. Now I just have fun with them. I just don't think I've got the manual dexterity or the patience anymore to be really good at a game. I can be pretty good.
These JTech malfunctions, I have to say, not really Anka's style.
She has a style.
Well, Scarlet inspired a lot of people.
I mean, those 3 games I mentioned,
She inspired
WoW,
me.
Guild Wars 2, Lord of the Rings
I
Online.
know you think she's
A goddamn murderer.
Probably 16,000
a bit
hours
eccentric.
all told.
But
That's
she
8
stood up to
years
Mordremoth
of
the
9 to
only way
5
she
work.
knew how. At least,
And that's just
That's
a
how she
fraction of the
started.
games I've played.
democratization
So yeah,
through
I've played
chaos.
a stupid
That was
number of
Scarlet's
games,
style.
for sure.
And now it's Anka's.
Another junction box. And my bot... Okay, he didn't get much in the way this time. Yellow. Yellow. Yellow, orange. Yellow, orange. Yellow, orange. Orange. Yellow, orange. Orange. Yellow, orange. Orange. Yellow. Yellow, orange. Orange. Yellow. It's fixed. No, there are a lot worse things to spend your time in than Rocket League. I myself have never played Rocket League. No, it never quite grabbed me, I guess. But I have watched some, and it's a perfectly fine and enjoyable game. Also, it has an advantage over a lot of other games, is that it's something you can kind of, to a degree, you can put your mind on hold and just play and have fun. And sometimes you just want to relax. Yeah, esports is not something I could ever have done. I just don't have the competitive urge to that degree. Where are we headed? Back down there. Junction box looks like it's down below. Maybe? I don't think so. Oh, maybe. We'll try. It won't let me go. All right. No, something like Rocket League, I can completely understand having ridiculous numbers of hours. It's not that unusual for a lot of PvP games, or PvP type of games, or competitive type of games like that. Because in a lot of ways, it's an enormous amount of muscle memory and practice has gone into it to just be good. And at that point, you can, to a degree at least, put a little bit of the brain on hold and just play. I used to be the same way with a lot of the old Apple II games, which is how I, at that time, was a master of the games. There were some games that I could just play almost with my eyes closed.
No, stop talking.
Yeah. Oh, I've certainly had that in games, believe you me.
Just ignore me.
You've got a predilection for attaching yourself to exactly one kind of woman. Got a pretty good picture.
Well, I mean, the perfect example of once you get hooked, it's hard to stop is League of Legends.
And so are yours.
Like I said, I'm not much of a competitive mindset gamer, so I've never got into any of the MOBAs.
But I won't give up.
But the number of League of Legends players who say, I hate this game so much, it's the worst game ever made, I'm going to play again. So, that was... No, that was wrong. I was wrong. I got it wrong. We'll start again. I forgot I had to do that. And let's put our robot away temporarily. Goodbye, irresistible farce. There we go. We're now out of the way. That was yellow. Yellow. Orange. Yellow. Orange. Yellow, orange, blue. Yellow, orange, blue. Yellow, orange, blue, yellow. Victory.
Well, everything's back on. Go ahead and
yeah, the highs and lows. Yep. That when it's bad, it's like a fucking disease, but when it's good, it's just so satisfying. Yeah, I completely get that. We're going up. I can draw a parallel for me personally with very, very difficult games. I've got a friend who loves games like Elden Ring, the Dark Souls games, that kind of stuff. And so, you know, he'll fail and die and die and die and die and get a little further and get a little further and eventually succeed. And he gets this huge burst of endorphins. You know, if that moment of triumph is worth the frustration. For whatever reason, I'm not wired to get that burst of elation you get with victory. My reaction isn't woohoo. My reaction is thank God the pain is over. And so I am less prone to get that sort of, I don't want to say addiction is too strong, but that kind of attachment to a game because I don't get that big buzz from victory. And so competitive games aren't really interesting to me. Overly difficult games. I mean, I used to be in Vanilla WoW. I was I don't want to say a competitive raider, but I was in a very good raiding guild, where the top end raiding guilds would occasionally, if they were short a player, they'd take one of our players. So we weren't top flight. We were very good. I wasn't. I was adequate. But after a while, my frustration with wiping after boss after boss after boss, the same bosses, it just I didn't get that huge burst of joy when we won. I just got relief. And so that's one of the reasons I stopped raiding. Highs and lows is the, I would say, the best possible description of it, really.
Commander just scanned the last battery, Timey. What do you got?
I've cross-referenced the waveform of Jade Power with every other energy waveform I have in my record. First I checked conventional sources, Magitech, Leyline Power, usual suspects. No exact matches. The closest thing I've been able to find is, well, Aureen's. It's not perfect, but it is within the margin of error.
Aureen? But she's been with us. She's only been here
It might be that I simply got into,
even if it's
by the time
how is that
competitive
possible?
type gaming.
Aureen's energy signature isn't Aureen. It's the result
Latro's
of
an entirely different vibe,
dragon magic.
for sure.
So wait,
it's very,
saying
it's
that
even
all
for an
this
MMO, it
Jade
has a
tech
very
is
chill
powered
vibe.
by
So
dragon magic?
Yeah, it
That's
is.
what the data suggests.
Latro and Guild Wars 2, I
Maybe
think, are the
June
two
found a
best
way to extract
MMO
it
communities
from ley
I've seen.
lines after Irene
I would say
filters it?
Latro's is a little more
That's not
mature,
possible. June's been
but they
using
both are
this
really
technology
positive
for
environment.
years.
Commander, you should go to the other lab. I'll fill in Gorik on the way. One thing's for sure, though.
Yeah. This just got a whole lot more complicated.
Let's see if I can find that last document I'm missing for the Achieve. Latro, like I said, is a great I've got I don't know how many hours I have in Latro. And that's because I don't know how many hours I really have in any game I've estimated. You can find out exactly how many hours you have in Guild Wars 2. I have 2 accounts. This is my main account /age. I've played for... Oh, this is the alt account. 353 hours. So, because I'm on my alt account. Main account's at about 3,700. So it's easy to figure out how many hours in total I have spent on this one. For WoW and for Latro, I had to like log into a bunch of my characters individually and add up the numbers. And so the numbers I came up with for WoW is about 6,000, and for Latro is about 5,500. It is a game you can sink a lot of time in. It's very deep. Fat Body! Good evening, Fat Body. Hope you're doing well. Latro is a game you can do seriously as hell if you want to, but generally speaking, it is a more casual, lore-based game than a lot of the other MMOs. And I cannot find what I'm looking for. Now I feel sadness and even shame at my profound failure. At least you didn't start speaking Elvish. That would have been even more inexplicable. Although we were just talking about Latro. And I can sort of speak Elvish, because that's the kind of geek I am. Let's exit. Namarie, yo.
Yo, you're patched in. Based on our findings, the power source of J-Tech is some kind of dragon magic composite.
Something's fritzing up the Jade.
I used to be able to write Elvish. I can still read it,
Or
mostly.
something else entirely.
And 2 different flavors of Dwarvish.
Can you get us access to the Napui lab?
Yeah, about that.
What
These
a
power
geek.
spikes scrambled Napui's security system, so you're SOL. Hey, watch it! Stay back! Listen, I gotta tuck out. Jade Loader's about to decapitate a bystander. Good luck.
Well, you locked me with the
Thanks for the
ability
update, yo.
to make
Guess
umlauts.
we wait until they
I've
sort
never
out
been
this
good
whole
at that.
security mess?
We don't have time.
I used to know how to do it on the
Aetherblades would be
Macintosh.
responsible for all of this.
I might have something that can help.
I have
Commander, meet me at my
to
apartment, south of
get to the
Cowboy.
power plate. Oh, and contact Yao? No, meet Maya at her apartment. That's over there. Ground level, I think.
Your villain is
That
ready
was
and
some
here.
pretty spiffy driving, if I do say so myself. Nice. Your geek cred is secure. I myself have lost some of that learning, but I can tell you, I stopped counting the number of times I read The Lord of the Rings in the mid-40s, and I don't mean my mid-40s, I mean counting the number of times I read the book in the 40s. My guess now is I probably read it in the upper 50s, 56, 58 times. Yes, I am mental. All right, we meet Mai, and then we have to get her power running again. That's some hardcore geekery, sir. You have my imagination. My admiration. There was a time. Didn't have that one, but I had that kind of stuff. Personally, I think, read The Silmarillion more times than I've read The Lord of the Rings since The Silmarillion came out as well.
I'm here.
I think the story is better,
invite me in,
but
or...
you don't really have the characters and
I'd
stuff
love
that
to,
you have in Lotro.
But apparently
so,
my shutter doors are being...
two very, very different
a
books.
little uncooperative.
But I do have a first edition Silmarillion.
Maybe they don't work in a power outage.
This is Tengu Town, Ms. Delacroix.
Believe
Not
me,
a lot
was
of
I
trust
waiting
in
for that
JTAG.
when it came out.
They much prefer steam power around here. More my style, anyway. There's an engineer in the area trying to restore power. Goes by Krex. Commander, help him get the grid back up.
I'll help him get the grid back
Captain.
up. I have to speak with Krex. Thank you very much, Snake and staff, resubscribing. You are a crazy man. You're not as crazy as Fat Body. I'm pretty sure that if they ever have a commitment hearing for Fat Body, his subscribing to my channel will be used against him. Thank you very, very much for the sub. I am very appreciative, as always. Hey, Willie. I stopped reading, I think, after the Narnihin Hurin, the tale of Hurin and his children. Children of Hurin. Hi, Cracks. I'll fix everything. What do we got to do here? I don't want to talk to him. I want to interact. What am I interacting with? I don't know what I'm interacting with. Doesn't seem to be working. The pressurized steam canisters. What is it I have to actually work with? It's not letting me interact with it. Let me charge up my battery just in case I need it. Am I already sporting 2 charges? I am.
If you need a raptor, go ahead and talk to Strigaday. She'll
Oh, that's
set
right.
you
I
up with
have to
one.
be mounted on the Raptor for that one. That's right.
I was having a hell of a time trying to lift those on my own.
Yes, I can tell you did. Yeah. That's an extremely good description of it. It doesn't really have any great surprises, but it does have good storytelling.
Some
All
of
right,
the
there's
power's
one.
back. She'll need a little more juice. Another 2 canisters should do the trick.
She'll need a little more juice, and I tell you, don't we all? Ba-dum-bum. Shh. Yep, I am ready. And I have 9 characters at the cap, ready to go. 8 of them have full 252 gear, and the last one's over there.
And we're in business.
There we go.
This better be worth it, Mai.
It's a very different experience, which is also the way I described. I don't want to get into the discussion here about the Rings of Power. Is that it was written for the movie audience of The Lord of the Rings, distinctly not for the book audience. So I consider myself to be the book person, so it was not made for me. Yeah, Melkor got banished out into the void. He'll come back at the end of the universe, though. Yeah. At least that's my remembrance is that he'll be back.
My
Yeah,
says
which in
she's
essence
got
is
something that
Ragnarok
can
or
get us into the
Armageddon,
lab.
if you're going
You
biblical.
believe her?
At this point, we're out of options. I'm just along for the ride.
You mean to keep an
24
eye
at
on the
Cap.
captain?
Do you know which one you're
She's
playing
had
first?
plenty of opportunities to escape.
Let us go. Open the door and get on the floor. Everybody do the dinosaur. Sorry. I apologize for that. One of the things I found, especially they're redoing crafting, I know, in the new expansion. With the new crafting stuff, it might be worthwhile bringing a Skinner in, because historically you always have a lot of dead bodies laying around from the characters who aren't skinners, and you can level your skinning up in a hurry and get ahead on leatherworking. My advice.
Okay. Don't mind the mess.
Did a bomb go off in here?
My Jade Sweeper broke and I didn't have time to
Jade
order
Sweeper.
a replacement.
Yeah.
Now,
They've got Roombas.
where the hell did it go?
Guess I'll help you find whatever it is.
Let's see if I can find her vibrator. Yes, she actually has a vibrator.
No, that's not it.
I know that's not it. It's supposed to be like under her bed, but I don't see anything. Unknown device? Is that it?
Is this what you were looking for?
Damn it, that's the
Yes.
that's the
My
one she's looking
Imperial
for, but not the
security
one I was
badge.
looking for.
That will get you through any kind of lab security, even during a blackout.
I'm sure you acquired it through entirely legitimate means.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I did. It's all I've got left that proves June used to trust me. For a little bit. I really thought I could be someone different.
Although I will say
can't
the
learn from
ROP
the past,
Galadriel's a
can you?
looker.
Anyway, take it, Commander. If it helps us stop Anka, then it's more useful in your hands.
Well, thank you, Mai. I'll meet you and Jory at the lab.
It would be interesting. Are we talking Sauron with his ring or not? Oh, did I not grab something? Enter Napui lab. Okay. Open the door and leave. Yeah, but you wouldn't want to play as Feanor. The guy's a complete douche nozzle.
Je m'en Jade, bringing you back to the true meaning of nature. The Ministry of Trade will be holding a public forum about
All right. Now, how do I get to where I need to go to? Well, I would say Feanor's single most overriding character trait is arrogance. So yeah, I would expect him to overestimate himself and likely get himself beaten and then blame it on somebody else. We've got some serious Latro nerdage going on here. Oh, sorry, I should say Lord of the Rings nerdage, not Latro. But loader always sounded like such a silly non-word to use. Works for Latro, not so much for loader. Where does this take me? Does this take me where I want to go? It does. The future in Jade. This one also has an achieve and I think a mastery point for it that I've never quite managed to get done.
Commander, Tiny caught me up. This is incredible. This is huge. Massive.
Potentially.
Yes. Potential is all it is right now. We need more data. But if these power cells use dragon magic...
It could explain how they're being corrupted. Timey, Kaith, how's Aureen doing? I'd like to get her take.
She's doing all right, but seems to be asleep. Dreaming, perhaps.
I'll bet she's doing that mental projection thing again. Aureen could be anywhere right now.
I'll bet she has an idea what's going on.
She's in the boys' locker room.
But in the meantime, we can collect hard data right here in this lab. Tiny?
Yeah, I need you to scan a few more batteries. They're basically off the assembly line when they get there. Now that we know what we're looking for, I should be able to isolate the energy signature after a few scans.
Monumentally arrogant and also gullible at the same time. Sauron to a degree, or sorry, Melkor / Morgoth to a degree played him. Couldn't seduce him, but planted the seeds of things like the kinslaying. Oh, I need the reader. Where's the reader? Reader. And not quite as smart as he thought he was. Almost, but not quite as smart as he thought he was.
Looks like our next Jade battery is up there. Way up there.
What if I stuck the scanner on my Jade bot?
The scanners and drones are on the same network. We could grab the data remotely. Good idea, Commander.
All right. This is the part that's timed, I think. That I have never successfully completed. Gotta scan a certain number of things while driving the bot. I've come close a couple of times.
What bothers me. This whole time, not a single shred of evidence Anka's targeting these facilities.
You were the one who pointed us here. You saying you were wrong?
I know what I heard. Anka's definitely up to something.
You've been working with June all
Give me a sec here. I'm going to attempt to get this.
You had no idea she was playing around with dragon magic?
I knew it had something to do with dragons. But this? No way.
Alright, we're inside. I have done the one where you're supposed to kill the rats. Unfortunately, they changed the keys for up and down as being different than what they are on the sky scale, and that causes a problem because that's what I'm used to, is the sky scale keys for up and down. This one in here, down there.
We're getting real close to a usable sample size, Commander.
Thanks, Time.
Excellent. There are a few things more satisfying than a foolproof sample size.
You really gotta get out more.
I get out all the time. It's where the bugs are.
What?
He's an entomologist.
And as you know, a published expert in draconology. Oh, and magic waveforms too.
So, you're not just an expert on dragons, but bugs and magic?
And my powers of deduction are leading me into a promising career as a crime-solving detective.
All right, take it easy. Let's let the commander focus.
Another one over there. It's like one more I need. Where is it? Over there? No. I don't see it. Nope, that's the terminal. I missed one. I missed one in there. Damn it. Not gonna let me get that through the window, is it? No. I have failed and feel shame. Wow, I missed several. Yeah. Use... Oh, that's right. On this account, I haven't killed all the rats. Yeah, see, I can come back here. Let's see, where were we? Darth Plagueis. You see, I always had a problem with the names after the first couple of Darths we got. Darth Bane is a bit obvious. And look at the ones that came later. These are two actual ones that used to be canon. Darth Scabrous and Darth Gravid. So, that's Darth Skin Condition and Darth Pregnant. The only Star Wars novels I've read were Splinter of the Mind's Eye, which was written right after the movie, and this one, which is something you probably haven't seen before. This was printed in 1976. That's a year before the movie came out. And now it's on the floor. Yes, I used to know so much and forgot everything. Believe me, that's going to happen more often. Yeah, the rule of two was the dumbest thing that was ever made canon. I'm sorry. It makes no sense. You've got a master and a student. The student is trying to kill the master. If the student succeeds and kills the master and gets a head cold and gets some bad drugs and dies, the Sith die. If there's only two Sith, it just never made any sense. Ooh, the Star Wars Christmas special. You know, it's possible I actually watched that when it first came out and have blotted it from my mind. Because I was standing in line on day one for Star Wars. Regroup with my allies, and now we're going to fight some stuff.
Final scan's coming through. Now I just need to compare it to... Gorik, check this.
Timey? Timey,
I have the big Star Wars
Timey
laser disc collection they came out with.
No.
Somebody explain what's going on, please.
Okay, so
laser discs.
Dragon magic we've seen up to this point, all of it, has been in some way combinatorial.
Like my technology, I'm
Nighthand
obsolete.
magic layered with mortar moths, layered with pralks.
Or it's been that, but filtered. Oreen's magical signature.
But the margin of error bugged me, so I called the signatures of all the dragons, even Oreen. It was a perfect match.
A perfect match? What does that mean?
Bingo!
Pure dragon magic. I've made theoretical models, but never expected to see it.
I think it's time we had a conversation with June. Timey.
Aetherblade party bypassed the lockdown.
Yeah, I can understand the temptation to go with the with the Legos. A couple of my friends dropped big bucks on some of the large, a large Millennium Falcon sets. when they can. Yeah, you have summed it up very, very well. Welcome to Nerd Central. I'll be your host tonight.
Together. Infuriate.
Is everybody dead yet? Not quite. Oh, there more came from behind. Ether blades think they're so sneaky. Yeah, that's a nice. That's the nice sort of thing to have a contact like that. That's how I got my Gmail address early. Was having a friend working at Google. That kind of stuff. It's cheating, but you'd be stupid not to take advantage of it.
Hold it together. Rocket punch. Firing main cannon.
Orine isn't here. Where is she?
All right, we got her. Every once in a while, yeah. Well, that's a matter of you throw enough blank at the wall, eventually something will stick. And most of the time, when I do say something like that,
Hey, Commander,
I don't realize. I have to ask exactly what I said. Like this time, I'm not sure exactly which of my mouthings it was.
When exactly were you planning to tell us your Jade Tech empire runs entirely on...
Well, Lord knows I quote Lens all the time.
Your concern. You have experience in this, and an Elder Dragon's perspective, as do I. You? How?
The two are partnered. Jade Power was not solely June's idea.
Orine? When did she tell you?
She didn't have to. She sounds tired, troubled.
Is that coming out of my head?
That's why Suwon is under my protection, in a top-secret, state-of-the-art facility.
There is no facility in the world that can contain an Elder Dragon. You both know that.
Not against her will.
That's why Anka sent this diversion. June, she knows about Suwon. I don't know how, but she does.
Then I suppose it's time you all met face to face.
All right.
Meet me at the reactor.
I don't mind this
Orine, you should hang back.
dungeon,
If Anka
this
shows up
quest
with that
bit
extract
that's coming up,
Of course.
except for the two things. First,
Right. I'll meet
so
you
much
there, but I'll
unskippable
hang back,
dialogue.
just in
Second,
case.
I have DC'd during the end of it a couple of times. If you've never played Guild Wars 2, the free-to-play core game doesn't cost anything. So definitely knock yourself out with that. Now you can go with Steam, or you can go with their direct download, but you can't cross the streams in this case. If you get something on Steam, it won't be available, and vice versa. If you played Guild Wars 1, you cannot link your Guild Wars 1 account to the Steam account, but you can link it to the Guild Wars 2 account through ArenaNet. Yeah, I'm at, this is my alt account, and my main account together is a little over 4,000, so.
Ah, recognition.
Another mastery point. Delicious. And so, give it a try. Play the free-to-play version first. That can take you all the way up to the level cap. Hey, you mind? I just got out of here.
Take them out.
Oh, they've got friends. All right, fine. Guess I'm not going to be able to take them out. whatever. My only, I don't even want to say a caveat, my only statement of fact would be that they play very differently from most of the standard games, so be prepared for that. You know, they are definitely not a WoW clone, so they don't play like WoW or LATRO or SWTOR or Final Fantasy XIV. You will have questions. The wiki is a good source for kind of more detailed information. The player base is generally a friendly enough player base that you can ask questions into general chat. Like with any game, there is the possibility that the one person who's feeling chatty will be a jackass, but that's true in every game. The reactor. So the reactor's all the way over here. Don't try to optimize. Play for fun. The game, a lot of people say it's a casual game. That's not true. It is a casual-friendly game. You can play it casually. You can also play it as hardcore as you want. Yeah, that's... I'd need a longer, more sort of wispy, long white beard to really pull off a sensei look, though. You know, so play whichever class you want. There's 8 classes available in the core game, so you'll have access to all 8. You get 2 character slots in the free game. Play for free for a while. If you like it, then you can buy the game. I will give you a little bit on the monetization. There is the first expansion pack has the first 2 expansions. So you buy Path of Fire, and that also gets you Heart of Thorns. There's the new expansion, End of Dragons, and there's what's called, there were the in-between bits, which were done as what's called the Living World seasons. And you can either buy those now as a package or individually. Those parts can also be bought with in-game currency. You can convert in-game currency into in-game currency gold into the real money currency through the gem exchange. So I could trade 150 gold for 400 gems and then buy something off the Black Lion Trading Company. Oh, believe me, I have for many years done that. And basically what you get access to in a free-to-play account is all of the content that was originally in the game, all the way up to level 80. 2 character slots. I think you have fewer initial bag slots. And there are some restrictions on mail and stuff that are anti-botting and anti-spam botting procedures, but that's about it. You'll have access to the full game. And so if it turns out you like it, that's awesome. And if you don't, it didn't cost you any money. Yeah, but again, you do have to be careful. It's fine to buy on Steam, but realize that going forward you will be buying it through Steam. The big thing, I think, is for a lot of people who played Guild Wars 1 or want to play Guild Wars 1 is the ability to link the 2 games on a single account. And I don't think you can do that with Steam. But other than that, yeah, Steam's a good solution. Hey, I'm glad to help, and even if I'm playing a different game, I'm happy to answer questions.
Facility is underwater?
I'm around most nights.
Deep, give or take.
Can it really handle the water pressure?
If it can't, we'll be fish food soon enough.
Actually, we'd be vaporized.
Where's June?
She'll be here soon.
Long way from Xingjie. Does she really expect us to
The
wait
sword in the
around for
background
her?
was a Christmas gift when I was, I don't know, late teens.
I expect you to have a bit of patience, Miss Delacroix.
It is a
It's the
replica
14th
of the sword of
century.
El
I
Cid,
don't commute if I don't have to.
So
who is a historical figure who liberated Iberia, the Spanish peninsula, from the
I
Moors.
invited you here as a gesture of trust, Commander. Will you reciprocate that respect?
Not yet.
We'll hear you out.
And how big of a geek am I?
Right this
I
way.
also have a daisho over there, a katana and wakizashi. Yes, I am that big of a geek.
Quite the view.
It's hard to
Drew
believe,
likes to start
but
with
I
the
was young
guided
and
tour.
foolish once.
The tram, over there.
Yeah, I don't think I can pull off a good Three Musketeers mustache. I can't really get the stinger for it, you know? The soul patch bit right here. You really need that for a good Three Musketeers mustache.
Talk to the, hologram thing.
Your safety is our priority.
This is an interesting storyline thing, but it has 80% dialogue that you cannot escape out of.
Below sea level. Our founder, Lady June, was born to a simple jade trader. However, within that stone lay
If I'm feeling Three Musketeers-y, though, I can play New World and use as my two weapons. I can use a blunderbuss and rapier.
I prefer to give these tours a more personal touch.
That's
We were
pretty
just going to learn about your
musketeer-y.
father, the simple jade trader.
It was my mother who raised
Or
me.
I can go with a musket and
My
a rapier. That
father,
works too.
The Emperor is dead.
Oh.
Why are we here, June?
I am playing the
See
Mechanist.
for yourselves what I've accomplished.
Impressive, but no place
I
in
had
the
named
world
this
can hold
character
an Elder Dragon.
I don't know how many ways I can
Golemancer Gleeb when I created him.
Not being held.
So sooner or later, I was going to have to get End of Dragons. When I got End of Dragons,
One that benefits
I
both
said, well, I need to
us
send
and
somebody through to start
Altair.
unlocking stuff
She
in
would
End
have
of
ended up
Dragons.
like the others if
Let's
it
get
weren't
him
for
his
Altair.
mastery. All his,
Another
all his,
beast
sorry,
the
not his
dragons
mastery
watched
points,
it put down.
hero points.
Who else knows about her?
Turn him
This place feels like
into
she
a
wants
Mechanist
being
because right now it's pretty simple and straightforward to play. It does good damage and has good survivability, so it's a good way to unlock the
The
content.
Empress, the government, the invaluable workers
So
of
that's
this
why I went with the
groundbreaking
Mechanist.
reactor. Many respond as you have. But initial shock gives way to reason. We're building the foundation.
Because I want to unlock as much of the Jade Bot as I can in a hurry, because that's a good one to have for my other characters on the account. And Arborstone. The Arborstone Mastery, which I get shortly after this mission, this quest ends. Because that will give me a pass that will allow my characters to teleport to Cantha without going through the initial storyline to get hero points and stuff. I have a problem with the initial storyline for End of Dragons. If you go back a couple of days in my VOD for the day after Thanksgiving, you can see I was playing through the intro on this character, and you get to the part after the fight on the Etherblade ships.
What's this place?
Where you wash ashore, and Rama walks up with his big hat. He raises his hat, puts his fingers on his chin, thoughtfully rubs, fade to black, and instead of going to the jail where you're supposed to wake up, I disconnect and have to run through part of the initial intro quest a second time. And it hung a third time, and a fourth, and then finally stuck. Thank you very much. I believe the streamer appropriate phrase is, thank you for the bitties. But I have to say, it's a phrase I feel slightly uncomfortable saying out loud. But thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Ingenious.
Plus, you know, Water Dragon.
We're expanding our operation.
Very nice.
In time.
This is like one of those really bad rides at Disneyland where you sit down and they show you stuff as you move, and that's all that happens.
I invite you to see the rest of the facility. As we return to the reception
Thank you,
area,
Snake,
you
again.
may notice fish and other fantastic marine life.
Is that a
Yes, we can see the fish and a whale. There's a whale.
Junlai Jade, building a sustainable future. Your generous investment is powering tomorrow. Thank you for joining
Building a
us
better
on this
tomorrow
interactive tour.
today.
Please watch your step as you exit the vehicle.
Now I want to see the real tour.
I don't.
feel so good. Motion sickness.
Well, you should have faced the bow. First rule of seafaring.
No, yeah, but if you face the bow and throw up, it blows back into your face.
Can we take the tour again?
Maybe later.
So how long was that tour, where in essence nothing actually happens except explication and storyline stuff?
So,
One of my big
just making
complaints
sure we're
about
aligned.
End of Dragons is
We're not okay
I
with this,
make no
right?
mistake, I
I'm
enjoy
taking
the material
June's word with
the first
several
couple of
grains of
times,
salt.
but
You've seen Cantha with your
the
own
unescapable
eyes. Their lives
dialogue
have been
stuff
transformed.
has
If
got
dragon
to be
magic
addressed.
can really be used for good, that changes everything. And as a scientist, she seems very capable and motivated, but not in a scary Scarlet Briar kind of way. Oh, no offense.
She says none taken.
We get to fight some more bots. Jade bots, Jade bots. What you gonna do? Hi guys. Don't worry, I'll be blowing you up shortly.
I'll be having a word with your sister. Go ahead. Let's see what she has to say about my business.
You're bringing foreigners to the young reactor. What the hell are you thinking?
I'm thinking it's my reactor, and I guess start here.
Thank you for hanging out. I will attempt to have fun.
Just a moment, Commander.
My stream will probably be starting a couple hours early tomorrow, about 3 p.m. For the Dragon Flight launch.
This area is restricted to
I've done all the story
personnel only.
multiple times.
Project Horizon access required.
I'm on the alt account now, so I'm trying to unlock stuff.
I thought I gave you all guest
You got to go through the
privileges.
storyline to unlock Arbor
Give me a
stuff.
moment. Mainframe.
So I'm trying to unlock, in particular, Jade Bots and Arborstone revitalization for the rest of my characters.
System lockdown in progress. Autonomous security active. Have a nice day. Unauthorized user? Who do you think created you?
I think I'd prefer it to JTech demo wasn't interactive.
June, a little help here.
My bot will murder these other bots, because my bot is a right-thinking bot, not a wrong-thinking, corrupt bot.
If you could all watch my back, I can use the consoles to disable
Made
the
by cheap Canthan technology, compared to a solid Asura-built mech.
Elevating security level to continuous replenishment mode.
Possible that's slightly speciesist. And we know there's more coming. Come on. Come on. My. Yep.
I've overridden the first console.
All right.
3 more to go.
You were paying attention to the security protocol briefings?
Of course.
More bots, more bots. What they gonna do?
I wanted
They're
to be
gonna die.
useful.
You see, I can pretty much no-brain these fights on Mechanist. And that's kind of what I wanted for this. The same thing I did on the alt account when I got my first, I got the alt account. I wanted something that I could unlock Path of Fire and Heart of Thorns with, so that I could relatively no-brain it. And so I went with a Minion Mancer Necromancer build. Really simple, straightforward,
Just 2 more. Cover me.
easy to deal with the content.
Really didn't skip on security.
Requesting total reconstruction.
You done, Mai? was the answer.
Third terminal down. There's something strange. I'm not the only one in the system.
Do you mean?
Yeah, it has to be her.
And as long as I'm careful to not let too many of them wail at me at once, I can pretty much no-brain it. Dodge when I have to, between me and the bot. Auto-attacking. All of the bot's attacks are set to auto-attack. And basically, almost all of my stuff is also auto-attacking just by hitting the one key.
That's it. Got it. June,
So,
do you have
it's
restored
really
access?
simple. A lot of people hate it because there's so
Yes,
many
we're
people
on our
playing
own.
it, which is
She must
understandable.
have been fully locked out before
The
I
bots are
regained
big
control.
and kind of
I'll
intrusive
fix
while you're
this.
playing.
I know it.
Understandable.
The Aether Blades are inside the facility.
Frankly, I would like to see more classes that have the
What's your
option
plan
for a
Knowing
less
her,
skilled player
something
to
real
do
bad.
decent
We have to get to Suwon.
Most players who are less skilled are not even going to be doing decent damage. They're going to be doing bad damage. I know because I used to be one of them. Okay.
The doors are locked. We can't go this way.
There's an auxiliary maintenance corridor through the facility. It leads to the main reactor chamber.
What's over there? A lore conversation that I didn't get. Alright, I don't know what it is. I kind of want to know. Well, there's an open book. I'll read it. List of employees. Wow, that's fascinating.
Give me a moment and I'll get us in.
Hey, that's June's office. Are you always this snoopy?
Yes.
It's literally in my job description. Anyway, it's not breaking and entering if you've got a key.
That's a lockpick.
I don't think I ever heard that line before. It's not breaking and entering if you've got a key. That's a lockpick. Stack of documents. Pull out the scrap of paper. Oh, found all the clues about my Trin's time with Junlai Jade. June's console. Snoop around in June's data files. Communication. Within the file are a number of memos and stuff. Play the audio recording.
There's something I wanted to ask you.
Pretty sure I've never gone through this.
I don't really know how. It's stupid. I'm an open book. How do you do it? All of it, I mean. The politics, the business, the engineering. When I watch you work, I think to myself, I can never be that. I don't know, maybe it's in my nature. Maybe I'm doing this all out of spite for my father. I just know it's what I'm good at. And I can't imagine doing anything else. You find your purpose and keep moving forward. You're a smart woman. Do you really want to be my smuggler forever? A sky pirate?
Well, come on. Who doesn't want to be a sky pirate? Seriously.
What if this is my purpose, June?
Open the HR file. Human remains. Sorry, human resources. Here's a repository about personnel. Yeah, like confidential. Resources. And this is a number of procedural technical reference guides. I wonder if those are otherwise accessible. I've never poked around at this stuff, so. Pulled out another scrap of paper. Performance review. My Trin. Recommend that it be offered full-time employment. Congratulations, Mai. Yay! I got an achievement point.
Satisfied.
My, if you're serious about turning over...
I've got
a new
73 since I recently
you
hit
can help.
3K.
Maybe you don't have to be just a sky pirate.
Let's just find Anka.
If we get to the point successfully where we get a cinematic with Anka, I have to escape through it because I have hung and DC'd on that in the past. In essence, anytime I get...
What do you know about this alternate path through the reactor?
Well,
Give me a
Never
sec.
mind.
I have to try something. The supposed fix for the disconnect is having a video running in the background on YouTube. Now, I already have my stream running, both up and down, so why a YouTube video should matter, I have to admit I don't understand. But that is the purported fix. So simply because I'm so frustrated with it, the DCs, I am willing to play that game.
Hope you were paying attention in the Jadebot training course.
I've been wondering. This reactor, it's not so different from Thamanova. That's where I first met Anka. Scarlet destroyed it. At the time, that was our world. Our home. Our friends. And then it was gone. I couldn't stay there anymore. I had to leave. I've been trying to figure out why Anka became who she is. Do you think it's because...
We all choose our own paths, Gorik. Some things are beyond our control.
Anka changed in the mists. She did horrible things. I should have stopped her. I was her captain. If anyone's responsible for this mess, it's me. That's why I have to be the one to fix it.
There's two. Hi,
Fancy
Anka.
meeting you here, Mai. Seems you found some new friends. Oh, I see you're a little upset.
What's your plan here?
I always hated spoilers. Maybe I just wanted to see this visionary reactor with my own eyes. It really is something. Takes me back.
You can have the Aether Blades. I relinquish all authority to you. Just stop whatever it is you're doing.
Hate to be the bearer of bad news. The blades are already mine. It didn't take much convincing. The crew agrees. You've lost your way, Captain. You saw what I saw in the mists. The rich lady wants to control the dragon cycle. You can't control chaos.
I believe in June.
Too bad. I'd love to stay and reminisce, but I'm kind of in the middle of something.
Anka!
Gorik.
I have something to say. Everything you've done, you're a liar, Anka!
Goodbye, Gorik.
She's not a nice person.
Commander, Mai.
Just thought I'd put that out there.
Try not to assume the worst, but I've lost contact with my reactor. My life's work. I don't know what you're doing. If you think you're some kind of liberator for Suwan, you're making a mistake.
And speaking... Well, let's go ahead and grab our maximum number of charges, which is 2. And that is Suwan. That's an Elder Dragon in a test tube.
You've made it, Champion of Aureen. I'm grateful to have met you at last.
Suwan.
You came to rescue me, didn't you? I appreciate the gesture, but I don't need saving. Not from June, anyway.
You're really here by choice?
It was I who proposed this arrangement to her. She's an audacious one, is she not? This place, it manages the flow of magic, between me and Tyria's ley lines.
Manages?
June used a different word. Modulate. She takes the magic I shed to make new dragon jade. It's been a most harmonious arrangement.
Wait, the other Elder Dragons, we killed them. Some of that magic went to Aurene, but the rest...
Returned to the web of ley lines, and then to me. You did what you had to do, but I can't filter the magic alone. Even when my children were alive, we couldn't filter it together.
Gralkatoric, Jorag, Primordus, Mordermoth, and Zaitar.
Now, it's become something else. Something disagreeable to mortal life. I've shielded my flock from it for a long time, but I cannot abate the flow of magic for much longer. When I'm gone, all of Tyria will be destroyed. All life extinguished.
There has to be a way to stop it.
Aurene, the Scion. She can filter all of the world's magic, but she must be ready. Without me, the magic will crash through her like a tsunami.
Seismic sea wave.
It was my intention to give her more time, acclimate her to the role. But it looks like I have none left to give.
That's right. You're in danger, Suwan. June's lost control of the reactor.
I know. It was a naive indulgence of mine to think I could stay here forever. Such mortal fancies are unbecoming of an Elder Dragon. Take care of Aurene. That is the role of a champion. And please, don't try to save me.
Wait, Suwan! What does that mean? Suwan?
You're back. Come on, we have to hurry.
That's the smallest of the Elder Dragons, actually.
You have a pained soul, tiny one. Do you believe I mean you harm?
The entirety of your existence is harm, Elder Dragon. In this life, I'm only an ant. What I'm about to do, breaking the cycle, it's for a better world, I promise. See you on the other side, Commander.
Anka! Don't!
It's begun. When the time comes, the cycle must end. Promise me.
Commander, are you okay?
Commander, are you okay?
This
Are
is
you okay?
Aurene's
Are you
stolen
okay,
magic.
Commander?
Anka unleashed the extractor.
If your legs work, then we need to get out of here. Now! Follow me!
We need to help Suwan. We can't just abandon him.
I've been hit by, I've been struck by dragon explosion.
Oh, that's bad. Commander, nothing matters if the reactor blows.
Corey, how long will this place hold?
I don't know. The brainings compromise the entire structural integrity.
There's a really big metal door. Anyone got a key?
Here we go.
Push the button. Push the button. Push the shiny button. Oh dear, we lost Gorg. No, we didn't. He teleported. He's an engineer too. He's got mad skills. I don't know why everyone else is running in place.
Please remain calm and evacuate immediately.
Alchemy!
The hell was that?
Main power couplings
I'm sure it's fine.
rerouting to reserve power.
Stuck in an elevator,
This must be why they say to take
deep
the stairs during
underwater.
an emergency.
We've survived 5 Elder Dragons and a God of War. Of course we'd die in an elevator.
Warning, containment chamber breach. Primary subject not detected.
Not detected?
Suwan's escaped. Anka's plan all along.
Jade power grid overloaded. Reactor temperature rising.
This is bad.
Thanks,
what
Dork.
exactly?
We figured that out
This
because of the
entire place is about to
klaxons
blow, and
going
it won't
off.
stop there. The city's whole Dragon Jade network will overflow with excess magic.
The explosion will be like numerous Thaumanova disasters at the same time.
The loss of life will be incalculable.
How do we stop it?
There's a control room up ahead. If we get there, I can shut it all down.
Shut it down? June taught you how to do that?
No. She did.
Okay. Our fate's in the hands of a plastered pirate captain and her invisible psychopath friend.
I'm sober, unfortunately. But when we get out, you're buying me a drink.
Kelly Hu just asked me to buy her a drink. I would totally be down with that.
Captain Trin, we're here to give you a proper maritime send-off. It's been a real honor.
Better pirates than you have tried.
You sellout piece of... Don't matter. Shame I won't get to see the fireworks.
Alright. I was never afraid. We kicked their piratey asses.
They massacred these technicians.
Good help. So hard to find. I've been playing with dragon magic, and I really think I'm getting paid. Besides my magic, people are surprisingly more eager.
I think this is the control room, and we can't get in yet.
Control room is sealed. Get me inside.
Commander, these access panels should let us in.
Access panels are up here. More undeadies.
Please remain calm and evacuate immediately.
Go check on Mai. Hi, Mai. Bye, Mai.
We can't get to you.
I've
My
got
bot
it from
can.
here. We've got it. Just get out while you can.
You can't do this alone.
I'm not alone.
We can't do anything more down here. We need to get back to the surface and warn the city.
I'm not running away and letting Kaineng be annihilated.
Commander, I don't like it either, but Mai's our only shot.
Marjorie's right. And if she fails, the best we can do is warn as many people as we can.
Alchemy. All right. How do we get out of here?
Up the ramp. I saw another maintenance corridor while we opened the control room.
This is...
The tram tube. It should take us back to the entrance.
Guess you got your wish. We're riding that thing,
Only advanced methods that push the boundaries of scientific knowledge.
Oh, what'd you do that for?
And just as a point of notification, if indeed I disconnect and it resets this entire long dialogue-filled mission, I will be rage quitting for the evening, and then I'll be back tomorrow. I will. Unfortunately, we have to skip this, despite the fact of being very well done indeed.
My Trin, she
saved us. And everyone in Kaineng.
She died a hero.
Anka killed her. She killed my Trin.
Sorry,
she has to
spoilers.
pay for this, Commander. This senseless killing, and she has to pay.
Gorik, we'll make sure of it.
But I have had it disconnect after this long, incredible, dialogue-filled, couple of fights mission, and it's enraging. Forcing me to do the entire thing again. They didn't, if memory serves, they didn't put in a single checkpoint in this quest. Because they figure, hey, who's going to need it? Well, with their shitty server technology or networking technology, some of us suffer occasional disconnects. Only in this game. ArenaNet. This isn't boring at all. Even the conversation is over. The dialogue has ended. Just floating. Pardon the yawn. That was not feigned. That was real. I woke up 3 hours early today. Couldn't get back to sleep. Did get a nap in later. Got about half of that time back, so a little bit tired. Big day tomorrow.
Intruders of the reactor.
Wow, launch.
This is Captain Fa of the Xunlai Security Unit. You're all under arrest for destruction of Xunlai property, acts of terrorism, and corporate espionage. Lay down your weapons and surrender immediately. Failure to comply will result in hostile action when we enter the building.
Guess we don't get a chance to explain ourselves.
It does look pretty bad from their point of view.
Well, I'm not standing around waiting to get scapegoated. What do you say we slip out while we can, Commander?
I'd say that's a good idea.
If the authorities are after us, we should split up. I'll look after Gorik. Rendezvous with you later.
I have had it hang here. Does not look like that'll happen this time. Yay! There was much rejoicing. Select my reward. Rock, paper, or scissors? Well, let's go with rock. Alright, with rock while I mouse over paper. Let's go with paper. Because that way we'll always at least be able to beat Bart.
Champion, did you get out?
I'm fine, but Anka released Suwan.
I know. I'm on her trail.
We're on her trail.
Suwan's mind is in chaos, like Kralkatorek, but worse. She's headed east, trying to find sanctuary. I'll do my best to follow.
East?
Medium, right?
Okay, I won't be far behind.
Medium. Guess it's just the skin. Okay. We'll open those up. Put the goodies away. Really? That was all the goodies? Trident of the True Legion. That's just a random drop. And it sells for over a gold. A water item. A water combat item selling for over a gold. Not especially awesome looking or anything, but okay. Put all that stuff away. Those go away. It's okay looking. Put that there. Those are going to get sold. That gets thrown away. All right, we got another bale. Hand-drawn map. Reach the location specified. All right. So the hand-drawn map. There's an event going on here. 3 fishermen for... Oh, Naga. Naga cages. Well, look. Lutgardus Plaza. Fallout. Nico's blade.
They need to come in for questioning. Orders came straight from Minister Lee.
This situation... Ah, Commander, you arrived. Let's take a seat. This is my favorite sushi in Yukaineng. I would make a recommendation, but everything is good.
You honor us, esteemed Navan. What
Charred
would you
grill.
like today?
Sorry.
I'll have the yellowtail
The grill
and the triple
charred
temaki,
eel.
please.
Ugh. I'll take a bowl of white rice.
You don't care for sushi, Detective?
Don't eat anything that looks like it should still be moving.
I see.
And for you.
The charred eel. I love unagi. It's delicious.
Detective, I understand how this all looks.
You mean the fact terrorism follows you around like a bad smell?
It's because we've been on the trail of a terrorist, an Aetherblade named Anka. She ordered the Aetherblade attacks, and she released Suwon.
Do you have any proof? Any at all?
Look, I know you've got a file going on me. You probably already understand me better than I do.
True.
So what sounds more likely? That I put millions of lives in danger, or that I'm pursuing the person who did?
Let's hear what Navan has to say.
Thank you. Now, everyone, if we could...
Commander, I'm afraid I need to ask you to come with me.
Captain, we are in the process of negotiating a civil resolution.
Humblest apologies, esteemed Navan, but Lady June wants to see to this personally.
Detective, can you tell your colleague to stand down?
He's not my colleague. He's a gussied up rent-a-cop. Go back to Junlai, Captain Fa.
He's not my colleague.
Case.
Detective, the event in question took place on Junlai property, and under the autonomy resolution, a corporate entity may claim jurisdiction to whatever...
If the resolution is in the primary interest of the corporate entity.
Captain, I need to remain free to pursue the Elder Dragon your corporate entity was keeping under Kaineng.
Junlai Jade is not now, nor have we ever been in possession of some...
Thousands of people saw a dragon emerge from the water near your facility. Please, listen to what the commander has to say.
Very well.
What do you know? Restraint from a corporate stooge.
Oh. I guess I could stand up and eat my... eel. Captain Fa. Oh, I don't remember what I have for this character. I will check that first before I carry on my conversation. Not sure if they still use this game mechanic or not. It's in the story at the very beginning of my story. Golemancer Gleeb. I chose ferocity. Ferocity's not an option here. You're a man of reason. Reconcile, I understand your position, but let's talk about these orders. There's no room for interpretation. There should always be room for interpretation, shouldn't there? You're stalling for time. Logic. Do you have any footage of me at the scene? You don't. And even you admitted I made a good point. Case closed. No, you're stalling for time. Do we have any footage? We'll go back to that. If you have no proof of my guilt, it's wrong to detain me. Are you denying that you were in the power plant? What aboutism? Oh, nice. So are you rounding up everyone who's at the power plant? Again, that will not be cleared. You have no proof of my guilt. Honestly, I was there. I'm not fleeing. I'm pursuing the culprit. Why should you believe my story? I can only ask you to consider my words and judge for yourself.
Lady June won't be so easily mollified. You'd better find your
2 achievement points. I'm a hero. Sorta.
I didn't realize you were such a smooth talker.
You said you have a plan, Navan.
Ah, yes. First,
Hopefully, I think this gets us out to...
Do you still insist on taking the commander in?
Arborstone.
No. I've seen and heard enough to convince me the commander's got a job to do. But I'm coming along. If things are as bad as you say they are, well, you need me. If they're not, then I get any sense I'm being played.
You're not.
I borrowed something from the Ministry of Intelligence for you, Commander. It will disguise your face, but nothing else.
Intel gets all the best toys.
So I'll look like
I know
an
somewhere
Asura,
is a base of operations,
a race that
a
your people know
historic
nothing
refuge.
about, and so
It's just
presumably
east of
we
here,
all look
in the
alike. I'll
Echovault
just
Forest.
won't look like me. I'll look
The
like
detective and I will go
the only
first
Asura
to clear
in
any
place.
potential roadblocks. You, Commander, will meet us at the city gates.
Doodly-doop-be-doot-doot. All right, city gates.
Hey, Commander, you there? We need to talk.
I assume this is about the fallout from Junlai Jade?
Fallout, literally, ha ha!
Fallout? They are talking about a tribunal, Commander. Half the ministers want to deport us all immediately.
Has anyone been able to smooth things over with June?
No. It's taking all my charm to keep her from kicking me out.
No one at the reactor was willing to listen either. There was some evidence of an Aetherblade present, but no trace of Anka herself.
A whole bunch of dead Aether Blades?
Marlene's
That's
brand
a
is
pretty
still
good
spreading.
indicator.
Can't bring repair efforts.
I just met with Navan. She has a plan to help.
Which means the Empress is probably on our side.
Exactly. Navan is taking me to a sanctuary in the Echovault Forest, somewhere we can plan our next move. Detective Rama's thrown his impressive hat in with us as well. Jory, Gory,
I didn't remember
meet me
that
in
line.
Echovault. Kaz, Taimi, keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, shut up. I'm out of here. Fallout Arborstone. So this was my objective for the evening, was to hope to get to the point where we unlocked Arborstone.
I see you got out of Kaining without any trouble, Commander.
I'd love to open that disguise tech up and take a little look.
Don't even think about it. You break that thing, and the commander will be on a one-way trip back to Xinjie.
So where's that safe haven you mentioned, Navan?
Right behind us.
Arborstone.
My grandma used to tell me stories.
Go to the entrance of Arborstone, where, unfortunately, madness awaits.
The entrance is just ahead.
You mean right past the shadow monsters?
What?
Just past the shadow monsters, exactly. That's very acute of you to have picked up on that, Laura. It's nice when they line up so that my shots penetrate them. It's thoughtful. Time saving. It's good for them, it's good for me. Okay, well, it's not good for them, but it is good for me. It might be good for them. They get their suffering a little bit quicker. And then the big one comes out, so that's a thing that just happened. Shadow creature gone?
Did somebody
Shadow creature's
spike my coffee with a boga juice? Or was that Mordrum, Risen, and Branded all fighting together?
I thought so too, but on closer inspection, they appeared to be constructs of some kind, made up of an unidentified magic. Not the same one we found in the reactor.
Perhaps we should move this discussion into the warded cathedral, unless you prefer to conduct further research firsthand.
No, that's not necessary.
I'm trying.
Commander, I'm not trying to panic, but what on Tyria did we just encounter?
If they're a new kind of dragon minion, they must belong to Suwan.
Logical assumption, but shouldn't hers be water?
Didn't look like any water I've ever seen.
You really think the wards will keep them out, Navan?
I can't be certain, but I hope so.
Yeah, this looks normal. Globs of greenish
No, not at
oil
all.
floating up into the air. That's a thing that happens.
I left a powerful guardian in charge.
A lot.
Ishan.
Awfully quiet. Was it just Ishan?
No, we should be hearing laughter and song and crackling fires.
I'm leaving the mission area.
There was a large group taking shelter.
Was being the operative word.
If there's anyone here, we'll find them.
If there's anyone here, we'll find them. I have to search Arborstone. Yep.
What happened here?
Found study of the macabre evidence. Found
unpacking.
Evidence of incursions and something else.
Hollow. All the internal organs are gone.
But there's no visible wounds. Where the hell did they go?
Well, don't look at me. You're the death expert.
Well, you kind of the crime expert, so, you know.
Their faces are blue.
Study of the macabre
all
found
choke?
evidence of incursions while
Take
searching
a
arbors.
closer look at the cheeks and lips. Swollen. Could be anaphylaxis.
Pretty big coincidence if they were all allergic to the same thing. Maybe poison?
The only way to know for sure would be to test the food, but we need to get it to a lab.
You do forensics?
I dabble, as a hobby. I enjoy reading about unsolved crimes and seeing if I can solve them.
We have an erratic target. I myself have been called that. This wooden target appears to be in some sort of temporal flux, unsure which position in time and space it should occupy. I hate it when that happens, personally. Temporal flux, temporal sucks, you know what I mean? More little clues. I know the first time I did this on my main account, I came up like one clue shy.
Died in their sleep.
Smoldering embers in the brazier.
There's 14.
Puts the time of death sometime in the last few hours.
You just track that. Make sure I get it done. And I love Gorik's dialogue here.
No, that isn't possible. It's like someone took the square root of -1 and just put it in the sky. What villain would disrespect the laws of physics like this?
Really? That's the thing you're hung up on here?
Look, the universe has rules. Break those rules and nothing, I mean nothing, makes sense. Nothing can be trusted. Down is up is down, water is dry. Am I still Gorik?
You are definitely still Gorik.
We have a floating corpse. Body of this guard is floating in the air, defying gravity even in death. Piles of straw.
Their faces are horrified. Like they were scared to death. Literally.
Poor bastards. Kicked around their whole lives just to die like this.
We're 78% done. $85. I need 2 more things to hit 100%.
That's not how that's supposed to go.
1 more. It's not in the green area, so we assume it's not there. Should be maybe in the middle, no? Oh, something up there I didn't see. Did I not grab that? Thought I did. I did. Okay. We're missing one thing. We hit the unsent letter. We hit the floating corpse. We got dead bodies. Is that the dead bodies going to be it?
Where is Ishan? He was supposed to be protecting these people.
That's the
Seems there was a dereliction of duties.
Or he was first to go. You hear that? Came from over there.
Should we investigate?
Yes, but keep your eyes and ears open. We're not alone here.
That doesn't look good. All black and ooky, and I had never noticed that that appears to be the critter.
No!
Navon. Everything okay?
Ishan?
Come in like that.
What happened to you?
That's Ishan?
A salt spray dragon! But it's like those creatures outside. A shade.
It apparently brought friends!
Bullshit, I dodged. Here comes the shade of Ishan back.
Look out! More shades incoming!
A veteran shadowy creature. This isn't a regular one. This one's been through the wars, man. We've seen some shit. And time for Mom to come back. Here's the shade of Ishan again.
It's staggered! Just a few more good blows should bring it down!
Ishan, my friend, please come back to us. We did not survive the horrors of Shirotagachi only to have your story end here.
Wait, what did she just say?
That's it. It's over.
Ishan. I'm so sorry I left you to this
Commander,
fate.
be quick. Defeat Void Ishan before the timer runs out. Didn't even know there was a timer. Go me. All right. Yeah, I knew there was a timer, and I had to play perfectly.
The anomaly's vanished. It must have been ambient corruption from the magic in the salt spray.
Ishan was consumed by the same power that will take Suwon. And then all of Tyria. The Void.
The Void?
The force that emerged from the broken dragon cycle.
Void. Is that like the Noid?
Which, if not
That's
stopped,
a really old commercial.
will unwind
TV commercial
reality
reference.
One thread at a time.
Pizza.
Care to tell us how it is you know all this? And what was the magic you used? Never seen anything like it.
I have. When Aurene shielded me against Balthazar's fire. Who are you, really?
You deserve the truth. Suwan said I could trust you, but I had to be sure.
Suwan?
Navon is sort of the middle of her name. Kunavang.
Kunavang.
You're Suwan's champion.
I am. It's been centuries since I revealed my true form to a mortal. The last time, well, that mortal was a hero, much like yourself. One who saved me from a terrible fate. Now time is short, but I'm sure you have questions.
Would you rather walk to school or carry your lunch?
I don't know. She allowed herself to be contained because he was the only possible option. Without the stability provided by the other Elder Dragons, and with that containment chamber destroyed.
She'll be overwhelmed.
Would it help if we could find another way to siphon off some of that magic?
Using Anka's extractor!
Yes, that might work. It would buy time, at least.
But it means we need to find Anka. Fast.
I'll make a plan with my friends. We'll find Anka fast.
Timing. Were you listening to what Kunavang had to say?
Yes, I have so many questions.
Questions we don't have time for now. We need to find Anka.
She didn't leave us much to work with at the reactor.
And the only Asuran troublemaker on Minsec's radar is standing right here in front of me.
Gorik?
You know her better than any of us. Any insights into her personality that might help?
She successfully lured me into an incredibly obvious trap. It's fair to say I don't know her at all anymore. If I ever did.
Hello, Lady Navon? Or Kunavang, I should say. I wanted to tell you about Ishan. He fought it as long as he could. We're only alive because of him.
Thank you.
I overheard you all talking, and I think I might be able to help. I'm Ayumi, and I'm a member of the Kestrels, which means it's my job to know everything that's going on in Echovault. I need to escort these people to Mori Village, but we can talk when I get back.
Doopy-doo-doopy-doo-doo. Ah, the Arborstone Portal Scroll. That was the objective I wanted to get for the evening, for sure. But to get that, so that opens up Arborstone here to all the rest of the characters on my alt account. I just fire this sucker up into the shared inventory spots. One of them. Several hours later, I'll enter the command quarters.
I'm worried about Gorik. He's so fixated on revenge.
I know. I worry about him too.
I don't.
But I'm keeping an eye on him. I'll make sure he doesn't do anything stupid.
Ah, hi, Commander. Did Kunavang have anything more to say about the Dragon Cycle?
Not yet. We're working hard to track down Anka right now.
Understood. We're busy over here, too.
Yeah, busy doing what? Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I figured. I figured. Nothing useful. You kids today.
Busy. Ever since the reactor was destroyed, June's been trying to figure out how to fix it. And see what we built?
I did notice you look a little different.
Yes, Junlai has an entire medtech division. They make braces for conditions like mine. They're incredible. I feel almost no pain when I'm wearing them. I did a little tweaking to the design, added some extra functionality.
Comes with an automatic ass kick function.
Junlai's next model.
That's great, Tammy. I'm glad you're having fun while people are dying. And now we are in the shared space that is Arborstone. Now, I don't have access to any of the goodies that you get at higher tiers of the Arborstone Mastery yet. Oh, we do have the merchant. That's a significant little plus.
Pleasant greeting.
Indeed, pleasant greetings, friend. Peace. Live long and prosper. Whatever you bird people say. But I'm going to call it here for the evening. So, I hope you had some fun. I got everything I wanted to get done tonight. I wanted to get here and get the Arborstone Portal Scroll. English hard. So that my other characters can bop out here and get additional hero points. A little bit faster and easier. So I can choose elite specs and start working on second elite specs for the characters on the account. So I am pleased with my results. Oh, speaking of hero points,
I don't like this.
I think that's available right now. Let's get a hero point.
A practical demonstration, then. Let's see how you fare. You're a fast learner. Well fought. I could learn a thing or
More
two
hero
from you,
points.
it seems. We are lucky to have you as an ally. A practical demonstration.
And of course I helped that person too. They clearly needed my assistance. I think this opens up, yep, gives me enough points to open up the second elite specialization on this character, and the second one I'll be going for is Scrapper. Holesmith, I'm not very good at. I can play a decent Scrapper, so we'll go with Scrapper. And that gives us, opens up the Ascended collection for Fixer Upper. And gives us another Ascended item. Okay, I'm going to call it here. I will be back tomorrow probably about 3 p.m., so a couple of hours early. 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, for the launch of Dragonflight, the new World of Warcraft expansion. Contrary to what I had promised myself and said on stream months and months ago, yeah, I'm not planning on, I'll come in later after the launch. At the time, actually, I said I feel that way now, but as I get close to the launch, I'll probably get weak and
Act with honor.
Reactivate
Speak
the
with integrity.
subscription, which I did like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and get some more characters up to the cap for the expansion, which I did over the last week and a half. So I'm ready to go for tomorrow. And that'll be starting probably as soon as we can get in. So when the servers come up, which theoretically is 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I hope the rest of your Sunday evening goes reasonably well. And because I like to set a reachable bar for my good viewers, I hope your upcoming week
It is good to speak with you.
I will catch you next time. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and